What's up, everybody? We're just talking buckets. I'm Nick.
I'm Mikey.
And Mikey, tonight we're talking some NBA basketball. How are you feeling about tonight's game so far?
So far the Laker game.
Sure. Any games?
Laker game was good. We did what we were supposed to do. I would like to have won by 10-20, but I mean, I'll take a win without LeBron. You know,
Yeah. What's up, Toaster? My bucket boys. What's up, Toast? Good to see ya.
Toasties, and he's also with K Pizzle as well. I heard.
Oh, what's up, K Pizzle? Yeah, we're coming off. We're streaming later tonight because the Lakers just ended their game and they barely won in overtime. Were you watching the overtime minute? Were you watching like right as it ended? What happened? I kind of missed because I was like end of the third, start of the fourth, and I was like, I just have to I'm gonna stream. I gotta go see what's happening, and so I skipped the end of the fourth. What happened? What I miss?
You mean the end of overtime?
The end of the fourth quarter. I saw the end of overtime.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see the end of the fourth quarter.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I just watched it in overtime.
Shoot. Well, the rest of the game was fine. Like Russell Westbrook finally had a good game. A couple turnovers, but Anthony Davis looked dominant. He destroyed everybody in the paint. So, thought we were gonna lose that one for a minute. Anthony Davis came in and really calmed the storm. But
Yeah, 35 and 17.
Yeah,
35 and 17.
Westbrook then had like 32 and something. He had a huge dunk in overtime. That was sweet. And I'm just glad they got out of there alive, basically. So we're going to talk about all the other action. Oh, dude, I know. You're getting salty. Sorry about the loss the other night, though. LX, our Grizzlies guy. That was a good game, man. I was shocked at, we talked about this last stream, just how good did Ja Morant look. That was just incredible.
He's for right now on way too early award predictions. Ja Morant's for sure top 5 MVP.
I guess.
That's just wild to say. 3 games into the season, it's kind of undeniable.
Yeah,
which is
honestly,
wild.
The Lakers are gonna get a lot of hate this year because if Carmelo goes off for a win or Russell goes out for a win, like people are just gonna be mad. So I feel you on that one. I feel so lucky that we even came away with the win. But we'll talk about more of the Lakers in a second. We're going to go around the NBA, and we're going to see what is happening. We're going to simulate, and then we are going to update our scores. Right now, we're 29 and 18. We're moving up in our winning percentage, which is awesome. 29 predicted right, 18 predicted wrong. I know that free throw was tough. It was tough. And that turnover.
For some reason, I had a feeling one of them was going to be off. I had a feeling. I wasn't stressed too much.
Dude, your heart just sinks for him, though. It's so sad. So sad.
On the last one, too. Ouch.
Yeah. All right, Mike. We're going around the NBA, starting with the Knicks hosting the 76ers. What went down in our first game of the night tonight?
The Knicks won by like 17, I think, something like that, 17 to 20 points. I'll look up the exact stats. I know Julius had a good game. Kemba had his first like productive game of the season.
Actually productive game. Okay.
Yeah.
So the Sixers are kind of regressing in that sense, which is not a good sign for me because I kind of picked them to come out of the East and be in the finals. It's a long season. Don't overreact to it. But we like to overreact on this show. It makes it more fun. So, right now the Sixers are beating the Knicks. Give me some stats.
Okay, the Knicks just won. Kemba actually was the high scorer with 19, which is crazy. Okay. Julius had 11 boards and 7 assists for the Sixers. He got Tobias Harris 23. Joel only had 14. He shot the ball 7 times.
Dang, that's not good. That's why they lost.
Yeah, literally. I don't know. I guess
because in our simulation, Embiid's got 32 points and they crushed the Knicks. Like, he needs those touches. Maybe you count the Knicks as a good game plan against him. They've got great defense in real life. But that's the first loss of the night. That kind of hurts. That kind of hurts, honestly.
Yeah, Julius had just 16 and 11, but I guess it came down to defense. Sixers only scored 99 points. Knicks scored 112. That's what happens.
There you go. That's the first game of the night. Moving over to Oklahoma City versus Golden State. Talk about a team that is hot as can be. How did the Warriors? Are they still undefeated?
They are. They won by 8 points. And Wardell, Stephen Curry, I don't even think let's see, he played 32 minutes. He only had 23, 6, and 4. But, I mean, OKC, no one's really looking at them.
And OKC has the Lakers tomorrow, so quick back-to-back for them. Luckily, both teams have back-to-backs, so it makes it a little more even and fair.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you expect, OKC. They're probably not sweating any losses or wins. So
Right now,
hopefully,
in our simulation at least, winning.
you think LeBron's playing
No,
against OKC?
absolutely not. After we got this win, I absolutely do not think that they're anywhere there, because why would you? You know,
Yeah, I thought they put like new rules on just like not playing players due to rest. Maybe that's only
it's
televised
injury.
games.
It's not rest. It's injury. He's injured. Like he's
Oh,
re-aggravated that the ankle
ankle.
from the Grizzly game, and so it's not like he's resting. But
Uh,
to your point, oh wow, they almost came back in that fourth quarter, but OKC comes out victorious, meaning our
Weird.
Golden State Warriors in our 2K simulation were not the ones to win. So that's another loss. That's 2 losses right off the bat tonight. That's not good. Dude, we're all kind of this close to becoming Knicks fans at this point. If they continue to be good and they're exciting like they have been, why not? Knicks. It's a great name.
the Knicks look nice. I'm trying to. Did he mean to say Knicks or Hawks?
Oh,
Probably, probably Knicks.
I think he means Hawks
Clarify.
fans because LX, your favorite player is on the Hawks, right?
Yeah, Trey Young.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Trae
right.
Young. That's right. Okay, so my mistake. The Hawks aren't playing tonight, but yeah, do it. Like, I don't know.
No,
Stay
don't do it.
Grizzlies. You
Stay
know my
solid.
favorite? My favorite matchup is gonna be Grizzlies Hawks. Please come to the playoff. I guess that would have to be. See, that's the thing. To me, Grizzlies are an Eastern Conference team, right? To me, they play in the Eastern Conference, but they're not, and so I always kind of make that distinction. But like, how cool would that be if they played in the finals? It would suck, but for us
Yeah.
because we were Lakers fans. But that would be an insane matchup. That'd be an insane matchup. So excited about that. Just thinking about that one. All right, let's go to our next game. Mavericks Rockets. Kind of a dud of a game. I'm gonna guess that the Mavericks took care of this one. But what's going on in that one?
Mavericks, Rockets. Let me pull it up. Mavericks won 116 to 106.
10-point win. That's solid. No one's ever gonna go easy. Like the Spurs did not go easy. They tried to defend their home court. Like good for them. They hit some shots. Oh my gosh, they were shooting the lights out tonight.
Yeah, Mavericks. Luca had 26 and 14. For the Rockets, Eric Gordon was the high scorer with 22. Christian Wood, 17 boards. Rockets are same thing as OKC.
Yeah,
I
they'll
think
be okay
they're-
if they lose a few games.
I think they want to because I
Right.
think the next few drafts should be really strong. So
Absolutely. They're going to be good in the future, but just no, don't rush it this year. It's a competitive West. They don't need to force the issue. As we finally get a win tonight, 2K does us well with the Dallas Mavericks winning in real life as well as our simulation. We have to simulate our Spurs Lakers because we are going to watch what I think is going to be the best game of the night by far. Nuggets Jazz. We'll talk about that one in a second. Let's simulate Lakers Spurs. My takeaways from this Lakers game, having watched it just now, is that their defense is bad. Like they have terrible defense. The Lakers have one of the worst defenses in the league. And the Spurs just shot the lights out because they were so comfortable on the floor. And Lakers almost lost the game because of their terrible defense.
Yeah, I think with Trevor Ariza out, that's probably to be expected. Melo is getting the. I think Trevor Ariza is going to get all the minutes, most of the minutes. Melo's minutes will probably be more like thought out
Sporadic. Yeah.
and like picked and chosen when you need a big shot. But Trevor Ariza is a nice defender. We're
And
missing
Malik,
him.
yeah, and Malik Monk started. He's not a defensive minded player. He was hitting some shots, but then again, so were the Spurs. And 2K thinks that the Spurs definitely should have won this game. They're taking like a 30-point victory here, giving us our third loss of the night. I wonder if they took LeBron out. But the young stars of the Spurs could really do a lot of good things in the future. They look like they're rebuilding as fast as they can. It's like the Spurs thing to do is like rebuild, but also still be really good in the process. That's totally the Spurs way.
I think it's Greg Popovich. Just
Absolutely.
his teams have certain floors. Like the Spurs. I don't think are ever going to be in the bottom two of the West with Popovich. They're at least going to have a fighter's chance.
And the
And
real question is, how long is Pop going to keep going? Right? He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to coach for that much longer, but he will. Right? It just depends on how long does he want.
Yeah.
You'd hope
Spurs are
he is good again
Spurs,
someday.
the Spurs are one of those teams I just can't bring myself to watch. I love Pop. DeJounte Murray's nice. Keldon Johnson's nice, but it's like it's
Boring.
probably one of the probably one of the most boring teams to watch.
Well,
Fair.
two teams that are not boring to watch, the Nuggets and the Jazz, are very closely tied here in the third quarter. Jazz are holding a 1-point lead over the Denver Nuggets as we jump into our
Started up.
game
Started
of the day. What are you expecting in this one?
I'm expecting a triple double. Jokic. I'm expecting Donovan to give us at least 33. I'm expecting. What else am I expecting? That's about it. I think those are the only locks.
I
can
expect
say.
the Denver bench to outplay the Utah bench. I've been really impressed with the Nuggets bench so far. And let's take a look at who's leading each team. Donovan Mitchell's got 17 points in the third quarter right now. Jokic is on his way to a triple-double. You're half right. 24 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 for 3 from three-point range. That is Nikola Jokic. That is his way. Wow, what a great guy. Oh, we forgot to put in 2 wins from
What a great
yesterday.
guy.
The Nuggets beat the Cavaliers last night, correct?
Yes.
And then the Clippers surprisingly end up blowing out the Portland Trailblazers. That brings our record to 31-22. Dang it, we're back within 10 games, man. That dropped our average. Hopefully, this Jazz Nuggets game brings our average back up. All right, coming into the tip-off, let's see what happens. If you're new here, go ahead if you want. You don't have to, but tell us your favorite team, your favorite player, and who you think is the greatest of all time. Hit that follow button and just joining us. We're just talking buckets here. As, huge alley-oop doesn't go down for the first play of the game. Yeah, the Dodgers lost. We're not really a baseball stream, but we're Dodgers fans. And so it's a little sad. We're a little salty. We're not really watching the World Series. At least I'm not. Are you watching the World Series?
No, I don't. Yeah, I could honestly care a little bit less.
It's kind of refreshing. You're not going to sit up worrying about your team all night, but it is a bummer. They had a chance, and they just kind of lost the steam there. I think Atlanta's up. I think when I pulled up ESPN
they are.
app, I think
Baseball, baseball as a whole is just hard for me to get into, dude. I don't know. It's just there's such a long season, and then there's so many players you got to keep up with. I don't know.
It'd be fun if you have like a favorite pitcher and you watch every 5 games or every start. But it's just definitely a lot of time. No, this is basketball. NBA, National Basketball Association.
National Baseball Association would also work. So I understand toast-filled and the confusion.
Okay. Well,
however,
this is Switch after all.
Yeah, this is bounce ball.
Oh, by the way, follow us on TikTok. We're posting a TikTok every day that we stream. Just Talking Buckets. Check it out. It should be fun. Join the conversation however you can. Keep talking buckets.
Yes.
All right, Mike Conley. I love Mike Conley for the Denver Nuggets. I wish he would have came and played for the Lakers, but it just never happened. And at least I can get behind pretty much everyone on the Utah Jazz. I said Nuggets, I meant Jazz. Everyone on the Utah Jazz.
Yeah.
Name one player on the Jazz you don't like.
As a player or as a person?
Either. I mean, like, likability is a big thing in sports, right? So I think I could get behind actually, one player on the Jazz is questionable, but other than that, everyone else is, like, fine.
Rudy Gobert has been kind of infamous for being...
Yeah, that was my guy, like, the infamous one on the team. But even then, like, okay, he's not that bad. You know, he's not a Draymond Green.
I think he's a guy you learn to love over time. You just learn to love his quirks. And
yeah, I mean, he's a quirky guy. If you're that
And
tall and French, you know, it is what it is.
Hey, argue this. He's a top 5 center.
In the game?
Yeah.
Oh, I disagree. No way does he make my top 5 list. Absolutely
Give me 5.
not.
Give me 5 before Rudy.
In no particular order, because I don't have the time for that, but Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis, Nikola Jokic. Let's see, Vucevic, maybe I would put in there.
I'll take that.
And then I know we were talking about this guy earlier. Who's my 5th? I don't know. It depends on the style. Clint Capella maybe comes to mind. I can give you top 4. I don't know about top 5 because maybe he slips in at 5.
I think he's 5.
Oh, gosh, that hurts.
Who else? You got DeAndre. You got DeAndre Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton is good, but he's still coming up. He's still not Defensive Player of the Year levels. I just am kind of salty that he always gets Defensive Player of the Year.
Rudy, but he is that effective on defense. That's what's crazy. That's why I think he's
top
definitely
5.
5th best. Yeah.
I see your point.
And
I might have to concede that one just for his consistent, Defensive Player of the Year thing. That might make him top 5 for me.
Because, dude, the Jazz are the best team in the West.
Not this year, but last year. We'll see.
Current, I mean, yeah.
Power rankings wise, you're right. They are the best team in the West, power rankings. We'll see if they stay undefeated tonight. The 2 of the top 3 power ranked teams are going at it tonight. That's kind of why we chose this one. As we take our first time out, I've got a big question that we didn't think of. Just watching some Bulls Raptors highlights this morning. I want to ask you, why didn't DeMar DeRozan sign with Toronto? Why did he not go back and play with the team that loves him so much?
Well, they traded him. So
You think he's still a little bit upset about that?
maybe, but also the Bulls are just a better team. Straight up. Playing with Lonzo and Zach LaVine and Vucevic sounds like a dream. Sounds so nice.
I'll give you Vucevic is nice, and LaVine. Lonzo Ball's, he's a good guy to play with. And they're still undefeated tonight. If I think they're 4-0. They won last night. So
Yeah.
yeah, they were a lot closer than I expected. I went back to that Toronto game and watched it because we cover the games, but we don't really go that in depth. And it was close. Like, it was a close game up and down. Just the Bulls barely hung on to that one. And so it is what it is. At the end of the day, good for them. But that was something that popped in my mind is, did he just not even consider going back to Toronto as a free agent? And it sounds like you're saying that's exactly what happened. He just didn't want to play for them anymore.
Plus, a big reason why he loved it so much is Kyle Lowry was there and he left too. So it's like, what is he going back to? That was like his number one purpose for, I don't know. They were like boys.
It might have been. I mean, it might have been his chance to like get a statue or get his jersey retired. Because now that he's gone, like, they're not going to retire his jersey. But at the end of the first quarter, we've got Utah 13, Denver 8. The Jazz just playing a little bit better basketball to start this one. out.
I want to see these two teams fully healthy in the playoffs again. In the playoff series, that's such a fun kind
That'd be
of.
great. And just for comparison, at the end of the first quarter tonight, Jazz 35, Nuggets 31. So this is a 4-point spread, just like the real life counterpart. So accurate so far. I like that.
Still third quarter.
It is still third quarter, and Denver is taking a 2-point lead, 81-79.
Okay.
Jordan Clarkson checking in for the Jazz. If he's not going, the Jazz are going to have a lot more problems. And it looks like, man, the Jazz did get better over the offseason too, didn't they?
Yeah, they got Rudy Gay now. Who else did they get in the offseason? They
got Hassan Whiteside.
Hassan
Who's
Whiteside,
a big pickup for them. Jordan Clarkson has 12. Yeah, I can see why they're power ranked number 1. They kept their core and added some really good pieces. We'll see if that translates to another top seed in the West. I can't wait for them to play the Lakers. I can't wait for them to play the Warriors.
I was hoping the Lakers landed Rudy Gay in the offseason.
Yeah. Do you think he is a better defensive player than Trevor Ariza? Do you think he's more effective right now than Trevor Ariza? Because I feel like that's the comp, is Trevor Ariza or Rudy Gay.
Yeah, I would rather have Rudy for sure.
Is he younger? I need to look that up.
I don't know. I do
35. Rudy Gay is 35.
Yeah, I think Trevor's 36.
Trevor Ariza is 36. Not really a huge difference, but 1 year could, I guess, make a little bit of a difference. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a good point, though.
Did you see Campazzo and Rubio getting, like, what in the world? Did you just see that?
Dude, this man said, turnover. Ooh, nice block by Whiteside. Now the Jazz have two really nice defensive centers, like at all times.
That was a missed goaltending call.
Run it back. Run it back. That's real funny.
But yeah, Ricky Rubio and Campazzo almost fought each other.
Rubio's on the Cavs, yeah?
Yeah.
Why'd they fight?
I don't know. Something petty probably, but it was just funny. The tweet was like this is the funniest, like, I don't know, like size up moment of all time. Too short.
What's good?
Two super small dudes going for like chest to chest is funny.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but on this Jazz team, did Pascal play for the Warriors last year?
Pascal, yeah, Eric Pascal, yeah, Eric Pascal did, yes.
So he's another good pickup for them. I wonder why the Warriors couldn't sign him. Maybe they had other plans.
Yeah, I don't know. I do not know.
Maybe he didn't fit. Maybe he's not a great shooter.
Well, they got Draymond. He kind of plays a Draymond position.
Right.
And when, yeah, it's kind of a ball stopper. It doesn't really fit the
Warrior
offense. Yeah.
Jordan Clarkson getting his own rebound, gonna put an easy putback. And the Denver Nuggets don't know what to do. They are down 8-21. 2K is emphatically saying that Denver doesn't have it. But in real life, they've got it. Let's take another look around the league at this timeout at one of the other games tonight. We've talked a lot about the Lakers. Let's peek over at our friend Luka Doncic and the Mavericks. He won 116-106, 10-point lead. And we're going to look at the stats a little bit more here. First take, Gordon on the Rockets with 22. He's still on that team. That's kind of interesting. Do you think he'll... I think Eric Gordon needs to go somewhere else. 100% he needs to get traded.
But I feel like he's... I don't know how effective he is. He had 22 tonight, but I think he's getting old for the type of player that he is. How old is he?
He's born in 1988, so do the math. What is he, 31? 32? That's not bad.
It's not bad. 33 maybe.
And if you can shoot like that, man, why is he on the Houston Rockets? Lakers could maybe take a look. I would love to have Gordon. Just another guy who can shoot, maybe defend. I don't know if he's a great defender, but the real story of the game is double-double from Doncic, 26 points, 14 rebounds, and just a nice overall supporting cast game from the other people. Reggie Bullock gets 16. Marjanovic got 11. Brunson got 11. And these are guys that play deep bench minutes. Porzingis only 9 points in 20 minutes of action.
One.
And the Mavericks shot 27% from 3 and still found a way to win. That is complete paint dominance. I guess that's what comes with a player like Luka Doncic, who can just get you easy looks. You don't have to make that many threes. But they definitely did not make enough threes in this day and age to really beat a good team. But the Rockets, as we've talked about, are not that good of a team.
Yeah. I guess there's only so many players in the NBA to go around, but I was thinking about building around Luka.
Right?
And like Reggie Bullock is I think is a good pickup for them. He's a solid 3-and-D guy.
Absolutely.
But like it just seems like everybody that the Mavericks get are all like the same brand of players. They're just like all pretty much C players. Jalen Brown. I mean,
let me ask you your own question, right? Ideal world, you can't put everyone on Luka's team, but who would Luka match up well with? I can't think of someone right off the top of my head, because Luka is ball dominant. He needs the ball in his hands. He's not particularly a run it and gun it type of player. Who would you say is his perfect teammate?
I was just thinking about this, and for some reason, I think Fred VanVleet would be pretty interesting. Because I don't know, he's just a shooter. He can come off screens. He's smart. He's not a defender, and I guess you want a defender next to him. But there's
the question is, what type of player fits?
I don't know. There's defenders are so. It feels like defenders are scarce in the league.
A lot of scorers. That's true.
Great defenders. There's so many scores.
I wonder if that's why they've changed the rules a little bit. Did you feel like they've changed the rules? I know that the foul calls are a lot less on contact, and maybe that's because they feel the offense needs some help or doesn't need any more help. The defense is the one that actually needs the help.
Yeah, I just think I think the game was going by too slow. Like, there were so many calls, it wasn't even fun to watch, and it was probably driving viewership down, honestly.
That might be it. That's smart. That's a smart take. Clip that, because that's a smart take by Mikey. That's why we're here. We're talking buckets. So at halftime, the Jazz take a 10-point lead, and Donovan Mitchell's balling out 11 points. Jokic is balling out 8 points. He's going to need to get some more assists. He's going to need some help. Let's take another look around the league tonight. I want to take a look at this undefeated 4-0 Golden State Warriors scoring performance here. Good job by the Thunder, specifically Gilgeous-Alexander with 30. He's doing his thing. I don't think he cares if he loses. But Andrew Wiggins, 21 points. Steph Curry, 23 points. And Lee has been a player. 20 points off the bench in 26 minutes. He had it going tonight. The Warriors shoot 35% from three-point land and a little bit better from the field, 47%. Steph Curry getting 4 for 9 on the three-point line. And, not a great game, but not a terrible game. Really, that's an expected win.
Damian Lee had 20?
Yeah, 20, that's right.
Damian Lee.
I always think of the other Lee player, well known on those Warrior teams, also had the first initial of D.
Lee?
You know what I'm talking about?
The Warriors teams?
Yeah, David Lee. Remember him?
David West?
No. Is his first name David? He was like a player Like a
Who do you play with?
he play with the Warriors. David Lee.
Really?
Yeah, he's a
David
Florida
Lee.
Gator. It was when Monta Ellis and Steph Curry and Bogey
wow.
were there. I think they got rid of him right before they won their championship. David Lee. Look him up. That's a throwback. D. Lee. That's what I think of when I hear the other guy. You'd recognize him. He was good. Just, I guess, didn't fit exactly. I don't know if he got a championship or not, but shout out to David Lee wherever you are. Mike Conley.
Oh,
the Bullet
wow.
Crew. You remember this guy?
I remember his face. I did not
Yeah.
recognize him as David Lee, though. That's weird.
If you hung out with Warriors fans when Monta Ellis was there, it was all about Monta Ellis, all about David Lee. You were like, they weren't like so sold on Steph Curry as much. If you asked most Warrior fans back then, would you rather have Steph or Monta, they'd say keep Monta Ellis, which is just so funny looking back, right? That's like
Monta
that.
was nice, though.
Dude, he is nice. I heard he was trying to make a comeback, but never quite did.
Yeah, he was old, but he was nice.
Yeah, I see how you love him and not want him to go, but you know, just that Warriors team was competing with some pretty good Western Conference teams. They weren't ready yet at that time in their development.
Yeah.
And Utah just seems to be easily running this game, 30-16. Not a whole lot of opposition from the Jazz or the Nuggets being shown. Honestly, their offense looks terrible. But checking in with real life. Obviously, they've done a lot better.
91-90, Utah is up going into the fourth.
91-90. My goodness gracious. What a back and forth affair. I was on our Twitter the other day, now that we have a timeout, and I retweeted something I want to bring up with you because I thought this was very interesting. Can you name me, Mike, the 3 players to win the scoring title and get named to the first team all-defensive team in the same season? There's only 3 players in the NBA that have ever done this.
Michael Jordan.
That's one. And he did it 9 times, by the way. Scoring leader
All
and
defensive first team and scoring.
Yep. And scoring leader, like scoring champion. So he scored the most points in the league that year, and he had first team defense. So that's one of the 3 guys that have done it.
Is Kevin Durant on there?
Nope. I'll give you 3 strikes. 3 strikes, you're out. You get 2 more strikes.
All defensive first team and scoring.
One of them's kind of obvious. One of them is not obvious at all. One of them's very obvious, I would say.
So MJ and Kobe.
Yep, Kobe did it 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of them you're not gonna guess, but I'll give you 2 guesses. Okay, what's going on with this? They've done this like 6 times.
Yeah.
2K, fix it. They just back
so
up.
weird.
They back up into the half court line. Honestly,
don't
I'm
know.
mad. Denver is missing like 8 points because of this. Fix it.
Yeah.
Be better.
That's why 2K is a terrible game. I hate to say it. I'm sorry, 2K. I know we're using platform to make content, but if you had a competitor that wasn't NBA Live,
Well,
we'd be
to be fair, basketball's tough. It's not like football where half the field is blocking each other, you know?
yeah.
It's not like Madden. It's not like, I mean, baseball's tough too, because there's so many things that go weird in baseball in real life that things are going to go weird in the game too. And don't get me wrong, live basketball NBA players make some weird mistakes. Like you see Shaq in a fool all the time. So it's not out of the question. So I'm going to defend 2K a little bit here. But the same glitch over and over is too much, you know?
Yeah.
As Joe
Yeah.
Ingles slams it down. The third
Anyway.
player, by the way, to do that
Yeah.
is Jerry West, who's done it 1 time.
What?
So-
All defensive?
All defensive and led the league in scoring.
What?
Now
That's-
nowadays, you're just gonna have people lead the league in scoring, but talk about the rarity of doing both. I feel LeBron could have done this, and it's weird he hasn't done it. He's definitely past his ability to do this, but it's weird he hasn't done this, right?
Yeah. LeBron is always like fourth or third in scoring. He's always like 27 points per game, like
Yeah,
almost
he's
on the dot.
super consistent scoring wise, but has never had that, 38 point season like per game, to win the scoring title. I think that's why it's so difficult to get.
How many
both
defensive
of
teams
these.
has LeBron been on?
It's a great question. I would guess more than 5. And we're talking all defensive first team.
Yeah, first team.
LeBron James, all defensive team selections. He has 13 first team selections. No, I think that's NBA. He's made the all defensive team 5 times.
All defensive
times.
first team?
Yeah.
Dang.
5 times.
Bro, that's so crazy.
Now, say what you want about the Jordan era, less competition, maybe, that's just a mind-boggling stat for Michael Jordan of how maybe he was just better than everyone. And it's not like the competition is worse today or better today. But if you're the best person on the floor, you're the best person on the floor.
Bro, I feel like if MJ played today, he would eat these guys up, I think, too, though. I think he would eat anybody up.
I'm glad we're getting to our first MJ discussion because it's fun to think about. But I don't think he could necessarily score like some of these people did these last few years in this league. Obviously, his game was just different, so he had to score differently.
Bro, I don't know.
Like,
I
could
don't
he
know.
shoot like Steph? Is he a better scorer than Steph Curry?
No, he can't shoot like Steph, but he can take over a game and dominate. The thing is, though, when you're born in the culture of today's NBA, I don't think a guy like MJ exists anymore.
Right, because you want to
Because
shoot.
and just because of like social media, even, and just how these guys like are raised by so much technology. It's like MJ. I don't know how to describe it really, but like there's not going to be someone with the same mentality that MJ had. I don't think. Like Kobe was the last one.
Yeah.
I think he was literally the last guy.
It's going to be harder with YouTube and all the highlights and access to your personal phone and just the hate that you would have gotten. I could see that being a challenge for sure.
Yeah.
Like, how much stuff did Michael Jordan get away with being that personality, which makes The Last Dance so interesting to watch? Because it's just different time, right?
Yeah.
Not having a camera on you at all times is different.
All right. What do you think MJ's all-time field goal percentage is?
I don't even know. I want to say 37%. That would be generous, maybe.
Bro, he shot 49.7% from the field.
Yeah. That's a
That's
lot
crazy.
of twos. That's a lot of twos, baby.
Yeah,
But
but
compare that to
still.
Steph Curry right now. What's Steph Curry's? Yeah, it just shows you how efficient he was.
All time 47.
Yeah.
That's actually still insane because Steph's
For his three-point shots, absolutely. If you're a big man, like, what did Shaq shoot? Let's compare it. So we got Steph Curry, the best three-point shooter ever. Michael Jordan, arguably the best player ever, and then Shaq, the best center ever. And you could probably say that like Kareem probably was a better center, but let's go with Shaq just for recency bias.
Dak is 58%.
Yeah. So the bigger you are, the better your field percentage would be, right? That's
I
crazy.
guess. I mean, that's not. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Because DeAndre Jordan probably has a great field goal percentage, but he doesn't have nowhere near the amount of shots put up that Steph Curry does or Carmelo Anthony does. Shout out to
Yeah,
Carmelo.
but think about that. When MJ was shooting mid-range shots all game, he was making half of them. It's a little bit scary.
It's what you're supposed to do. It's a 50-50 shot at that point, right? Heck
Yeah,
dude.
but I mean, what you're supposed to do if you're the GOAT, like these guys aren't doing that. No one's really doing that.
Now let's look at another guy who's top 3 best all time, LeBron James. Career from the field. And by the way, if LeBron James keeps shooting like he did the first 2 games of the season, you better watch out. That's gonna be fun.
LeBron's 50.
Does that surprise you at all?
No, because he's really just driving and dunking.
So I mean, in any context, Donovan Mitchell, that was a spicy move. In any context, we can make anybody sound pretty good.
Dang, is that insane? Why does that sound so high? Career field goal 50.
Well, also one of the crazy LeBron stats is something like his streak of games with more than 10 points or more at halftime is pretty impressive. Like he's done hundreds of games, 200 something, I think it is, with 10 points or more before halftime.
Yeah.
And if you do that, you're going to have a good shooting percentage. This just is what it is.
Yeah, I guess so.
And 20 seconds left on our game clock. All stats aside, Utah Jazz are predicted to win this close matchup with the Denver Nuggets by more than 10 at this point is what it looks like. I don't think the real life is going to show that, but they are up 3 with 9 minutes, 96-93. Utah Jazz right now ahead of the Nuggets with 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We've been talking about a lot of things tonight. So what are your takeaways from tonight's conversations? A lot to talk about.
Takeaways. 1, 2K fix your game. 2, I guess just like the field goal percentage of all these like superstars. I wonder if you look at more mid-tier, like still great players, but like mid-tier. Let's see what their field goal percentage is. Because, yeah, I guess if you look at the game through just like statistics like that, I bet you players become really similar.
Yeah. Like
You know?
LeBron and MJ are percentage points between each other,
Yeah.
you know. And our plus minus heroes of this game, Eric Pascal with 13, Conley, Clarkson, all with 13 for the Utah Jazz. And for the Nuggets, we go from 0 to hero to 0. Ooh, Austin Rivers with a negative 13. If he plays well, the Nuggets are going to be really good. I just don't know how consistent Austin Rivers is going to be. Bol also with a minus 11 there. But that just about does it. My takeaways from tonight are I'm still kind of reeling over the Lakers' first road win without LeBron. I think we got away with one really, really nicely. And we'll see if they do it again tomorrow against the Oklahoma City Thunder. But I do really like, my real takeaway, I do really like the Jazz and the Nuggets matchups this year. I think they're both going to win 2 games in the regular season. And if they play each other, that's going to be an amazing playoff series.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to look at how many games the Nuggets can squeeze out without Jamal Murray.
Right.
Because Jokic might run back the MVP if they're in a high seed without Jamal. It is what it is at that point.
Right. We're gonna play a little bit. How you feel about doing a little bit of my team?
Sure.
All right,
I don't
we're
want to
trying.
hop on and watch the end of this.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
hop on. I'll be here. We can talk more a little bit. This is the stream after the stream kind of a thing,
Yeah.
as we do a little bit of my team. When I picked up LeBron 95, he's literally unguardable 3-on-3 at the level these guys are at. So I do not expect that I will lose this game against the computer, especially when LeBron James does something like this. Oh, downhill. Woo. Already gets a nice dunk. I gotta figure out how to get better jerseys though. I want the Lakers Mambas. I think that's
It's weird how the emblem and the jerseys don't match at all. Like you're the Nets, but you're wearing a Bulls jersey.
Well, that's the thing is they want it to be all. They want it to be all matched up. Ooh, green. Yeah. Let's go. Green I also like playing with LeBron because I know his hot spots, like just from watching him. And that's one thing that 2K does really well is getting players' actual hot spots right. Oh, LeBron, baby, taking over this one. Oh, good shot though, Yoki. Yeah, I feel like the players that I know best, I play better with because I do the same things I've seen them make in the games, and I'm totally fine with that. Wow, they are getting shut down on the boards here as LeBron just sidesteps for the dunk. Vince Carter for 3. Dang. Made that one look easy. Alright, Yoke. Alright, give me a screen. Give me a screen. I kind of want you to get this on computer. I know you have it. You have a PlayStation, right? You got a PlayStation?
Yeah.
I wish that's the only thing. 2K, you got to go cross console. I know that might be weird, but it would be awesome. It'd just make more people want to play. So get on it. It's a win-win. Why would you not? Coverage open. I don't know how like complicated that makes it, but if Fortnite can be played cross console on your phone, NBA 2K should be able to be played on other devices. Ooh, lock him down, Spencer Dimmy. All right, LeBron, let's go. Nice assist, baby. I like 3-on-3. I could get into 3-on-3.
Yeah, that's what Park is, but you only play with your guy.
Yeah, I don't necessarily need to spend that kind of time. Dang, LeBron, how many blocks do you have? One more. Oh. Yeah, I see that, but I don't know. I'd rather play with the guys. I kind of just an old mindset that way, I guess. Oh, there we go, Nikola. How's the game going?
Utah 104, Denver 97. Aaron Gordon just airballed the 3.
Yeah, LeBron's a cheat code in this mode. You're too good. How many blocks do I have? Jeez Louise.
Whiteside's big. I didn't realize he's a big guy.
Oh, behind the back 360 with a little shimmy for LeBron. Do you think LeBron is ever going to regret never doing a dunk contest?
No.
Really?
Never.
You wouldn't?
No, because think about it. he would like. There'd be so many high expectations that are probably impossible to live up to, anyways.
I don't know if anyone could throw it down, it would be a LeBron James.
I don't know. I don't see him being very like deck style in the air.
Have you ever seen him warm up though?
Yeah, he throws on some fun ones, but
I wanted that 3-pointer to end this one. Easy win. Give me my whatever bucks.
in
Got a nice
today's
play.
today's dunk contests, he would win for sure because they're awful.
Yeah, they're pretty bad, huh? Like what's going on there? Can't get any guys to get in a dunk contest?
I think so. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
People just don't want to do it anymore. It's just not cool anymore. It'll be cool again in 4 years or 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah. They're going to want John Morant to be in it. If Zion Williamson is still dunking. Although every All-Star game, John Morant or Zion Williamson always like misses like these crazy dunks that everyone wants to see from him. This is so funny. All right, we'll save our 5th win free agent pack to open as we come to the end of our stream. Thanks for watching, guys. You can follow us on TikTok now, Just Talking Buckets, or on Twitter, Jay Talking Buckets. And that's it. Like, come back tomorrow, bring a friend, and we'll talk the latest NBA action. As always, keep talking buckets, guys.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you as the flip flops. Oh my goodness, the fight's breaking out on the in the game right now. Yeah, go watch it.
Go watch it. You heard it here. Peace out, guys.